Lewis Hamilton just shocked not only the world of Formula One, but the world of sport as we know it. He's a 7-time world champion, he holds the record for most wins in F1 history, and he's a staple of the Mercedes-AMG Petronas F1 team. What more could he possibly want to achieve in Formula One? He is one of, if arguably not, the greatest driver of all time. Well, now we know what more he could want, to drive for the historic, legendary, iconic Ferrari. Lewis Hamilton shocked the world by announcing his move to Ferrari come 2025. But is this a smart move or a move made out of desperation? Before we dive into breaking down the decision and my thoughts on it, I'm going to give you 5 seconds to hit that like button and subscribe before you do anything else. Done? Let's go. Lewis Hamilton has been linked to Ferrari many times in the past. In fact, he has also publicly stated that he would love to drive the Scarlet car at some point before his career is over. However, it seemed like any time Hamilton's name was linked to Ferrari, nothing really came of it. But this time is different. The basis of the deal is pretty straightforward. Come 2025, Lewis Hamilton will switch over from his current team, Mercedes, to become a driver for Ferrari, alongside Charles Leclerc, who also recently signed a multi-year contract extension. When I first heard the news, the first thought that came to my mind was pretty clear. Why would Hamilton want to leave a team that had supported him and helped him achieve basically all or the majority of his success in Formula One? Well, I came up with a few potential reasons for that. Before he had Valtteri Bottas as a teammate, Hamilton had Nico Rosberg, and Nico Rosberg gave Hamilton big headaches. Over the course of the 2015 and 2016 seasons, Rosberg and Hamilton were directly battling each other. This led to a lot of internal conflict, as well as surely a lot of stress for both drivers, and most likely ruined a lifelong friendship between Lewis and Nico. After Rosberg won the championship and retired in 2016, Hamilton's life became much easier alongside Valtteri Bottas, who did not often challenge Lewis Hamilton or question his team's decision. But come 2022, George Russell became Hamilton's teammate, and the vibe within the team once again changed. Russell was, and still is, a young gun who is willing to be aggressive against his own teammate, willing to disobey team orders, to argue calls, and basically do anything if it helps him get closer to victory. In reality, this is the mentality most Formula One drivers should have, but I am sure that this is not what Hamilton wants at this point in his career. Hamilton probably believes that he has earned the right to be the top driver in that Mercedes team, and rightfully so. But if he isn't outperforming his teammate, there really is no reason for Mercedes to favor him, when at the end of the day, they are just looking for results. This may have upset Hamilton to the point where he felt like he was being disrespected, and decided that he no longer wanted to be part of the team. Another potential factor could be related to Mercedes' recent performance and future outlook. Hamilton has been vocal over the past couple of seasons about how unhappy he is with the feeling and overall performance of the car. Mercedes have since admitted to having gone on the wrong path with the development of the car, and have stated that they will be making some changes that Lewis Hamilton himself insisted on. Although this may seem like a positive thing, hearing that an entire developmental team who you are relying on as a driver to provide you with the best possible car is going down the path of your recommendations because their original plan did not bring in results is not something you want to hear. On top of that, there are many factors towards car development that we as fans simply do not know. Maybe Lewis Hamilton has some information about the status of the car development and knows that the car simply will not be as competitive as it should be, and does not like the direction the development is going in. Hamilton is a competitor. He wants to win. He wants to always be in the battle at the front for victories and championships. Maybe having found out that the car simply won't be anywhere near good enough was just the extra push he needed to begin looking elsewhere. So let's say Hamilton's now driving at Ferrari alongside Leclerc. Won't he just run into the same issues of battling his teammates all over again? Leclerc is like the golden child for Ferrari. He grew up driving for Ferrari Academy, has Ferrari blood running in his veins, and is expected by many fans to be the driver that brings Ferrari back to the promised land. With Sainz alongside him, you always felt that somehow, although prone to endless amounts of bad luck, Charles Leclerc was still favored as the driver between the two. Whenever he makes a mistake, it's overlooked much sooner than other drivers simply because raw talent-wise, he is simply that great, and as a team member, he is destined to be the one that can help deliver a championship to Ferrari. But now, with the arrival of Hamilton, the dynamic would change a little. Ferrari will be put in a difficult position, because on one hand, they have Leclerc who extracts every drop of potential from the Ferrari, especially in qualifying, and will now also have Hamilton, who's a 7-time world champion who can clearly win if given the proper conditions. To avoid problems, Ferrari would have to avoid picking favorites, because no matter who they favor, the other driver will be upset. Leclerc has the argument of history with the team, loyalty, and belief in the team to be great, and Hamilton has the argument of results. Who could the team possibly choose? This could in turn again upset both drivers if they let their egos get too big. Leclerc has suffered enough as it is and will be looking to take any opportunity if it's given to him, and Hamilton is towards the back end of his career and must surely know that there's only so many more chances he will get to have a chance at more wins and hopefully his 8th world championship. From this point of view, the move to Ferrari for Hamilton is puzzling. Although he will be welcomed with open arms, the reception may not be as warm as it would have been had he chosen to go to a team that didn't already have a messiah that they believed would end their suffering. So we've established that there may be some competition for Hamilton when he does arrive at Ferrari, especially driving alongside Leclerc, but I don't think Hamilton is one to shy away from competition, especially since it's Ferrari, and who doesn't dream of driving and winning for a team like Ferrari? Sebastian Vettel said it best. Everyone is a Ferrari fan. Even if they say they're not a Ferrari fan, they are still a Ferrari fan. I think it's understandable that Hamilton would want to move to Ferrari because there is no reason he would not want to drive for Ferrari. Sure, Ferrari has had its slew of issues over the last couple years, but if anything, Hamilton could help fix some of these internal issues within the Ferrari team. The fan base for Ferrari is so loyal, so passionate, that winning for Ferrari would bring a joy and feeling that Hamilton probably hasn't had in years for Mercedes. Nothing compares to Ferrari, and Hamilton knows that as well. That's why I don't find it surprising that Hamilton decided to switch to Ferrari, because if it turns out great and he wins with Ferrari, he looks like a star. And if it turns out poorly and he doesn't win, then he's still a hero for trying. It's a win-win towards the back end of his career, to get a chance to race for Ferrari, which, let's be honest, is any driver's dream. Ferrari and Hamilton really came out swinging with this announcement. Since Ferrari have taken on Fred Vasseur as their team principal, he's vowed to change everything to make that team better. From the engineers to the car developers and clearly to the drivers. He wants to make that team as competitive as it can be. He's trying to place Ferrari in the best possible position where they're able to compete, to win, and hopefully get championships. And let's be honest, if you're looking to win in Formula 1, having Lewis Hamilton on your side is a pretty good start. Will Lewis Hamilton bring Ferrari back to its former glory? Will this solidify Hamilton as the greatest driver in Formula 1 history? Well, only time will tell. Thank you guys for watching this video. As always, please make sure to let me know what you think down in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe if you did enjoy and want to see more content like this. Thank you guys again, and see you next time. Bye.